So seek is the first step in our roadmap. So let's go back to Lord of the Rings quickly. Before Frodo could take the ring and throw it into Mordor and be successful in his mission, he had to first know a couple of things. He had to know where he was going, why, and he had to have a rough idea of how to get there. The same thing is true of us in our life. Before we can become a disciple of Christ, we first have to figure out, who am I? Who am I called to be? What does the Lord want from me? And how do I start this journey? And that's the idea behind Seek. So imagine you know somebody who maybe they're one of your children who has been away from the church for a while. You probably don't necessarily want to invite them to Mass right away. Maybe because they've already know what Mass is and they feel like it's dry, they struggle with it. Or maybe they've never been to Mass. That might be really intimidating for them. And that's okay. You also maybe don't want to invite them to an intense small group or a Bible study right away. Because if they're new in their faith, that also can be intimidating and make them feel like they don't belong there. So we created Seek and Seek events for these people especially. Our goal with Seek events, like let's take Alpha, for example. Alpha is our biggest Seek event that we offer. And in Alpha, we try to create an environment where anybody, no matter what their beliefs are, can come in, feel like they belong, like they're heard, like their opinion and their voice matters. We want them to have a space where they can hear the gospel message and respond. And even if that response is doubts or more questions, or just an unsurety about anything, that's the goal of Seek, that beginning step of your journey. But I've also found, for me, I've gone through Alpha and I've loved it, and I felt like it was a simple reminder of the gospel. Sometimes it's easy to get really bogged down in the intricacies of our spiritual life, and it's good to be reminded of like, hey, like at the end of the day, we really need to just love the Lord more than we did yesterday and offer ourselves to him in new ways today. So the simplicity of the message is good for anybody, and it's good for us, people who are maybe more involved in the parish who feel like, oh, Seek isn't maybe for me. It's good for us to go so that we know how to invite new people into that as well. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to do deeper dives into the next 3 steps as well: connect, equip, and send. So keep your eye on the bulletin on Sundays and on Fridays for the videos, and we hope that you join us on this journey.